Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for Capricorn for March 2020. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Stellium, whichever is heavily aspecting Sagittarius or is around your chart and you identify with the title of the video, then this could be for you for March 2020. If not, please check in with the other videos that are on my page. Obviously, we've got after this video 2 more to complete the series for March 2020, and then we're on to pick a card readings. As with all general readings, take what resonates and leave the rest. A few bits and pieces before I jump into the tarot, but we've got Mercury in retrograde still. This is going to be the last day until tomorrow, the 9th. And Mercury in retrograde will transit or will suddenly go direct, and the same day as a full moon. So as I say, we've got a full moon in Virgo on the 9th, and then Mercury goes direct. We've also got the Sun conjunct Neptune in Pisces also. So lots of illusionary energy. Just pay attention for any emotional upheavals, confusion, lots of illusion. Just allow that energy to play out. Obviously around the month of March, we've got sort of the first day of spring, or Sun going into Aries, which is going to be around the 21st, but this is the spring, first day of spring. So yeah, obviously Aries brings a lot more dynamic, fiery kind of direct energy. To be honest with you, it's going to be a great relief from this energy we're in, which is, I mean, what is with this? Why is everyone losing their minds over this? I mean, it's not funny, obviously people are dying, so that's definitely not funny, but I feel like people don't really fully understand that fear lowers their vibration, and that is going to attract not great things. If you're fearing something, you're going to attract bad things, you know. It's not great. Now obviously the majority of people are probably not going to be sort of getting swept up in this hysteria, but just giving you guys a heads up, because you guys have a lot of planets in Capricorn at the moment, so you're probably really feeling this energy. For example, around the 22nd to the 25th, we've got quite a lot going on here. So 22nd of March, we've got Jupiter, Pluto, Mars conjunct in Capricorn. Sheesh. That's probably going to be kind of heavy energy for you guys. You may well have felt like this since December, a lot of heavy energy. We've got Moon conjunct Mercury in Pisces as well on that day, so a lot of heavy kind of illusionary, deep emotional energy that's being kind of brought up, and then people wanting to react. So just pay attention for that. 23rd of March, we've got the Moon conjunct Neptune and the Sun conjunct Chiron in Aries as well. So again, it's like there's the kind of reaction coming up, and then people are, there's a lot of ego energy. Just pay attention for sort of people's reactions around these dates, and I wouldn't be buying into anything. If people are going to react, let them calm down. I wouldn't even try and buy into that energy and react and defend yourself. People are, I just feel like around the 22nd to 25th, people are going to be a bit kind of all over the place. So around 23rd, we've got Sun conjunct Chiron and Aries still, Moon conjunct Neptune. This is, Chiron is the wounded healer, and Sun is the, you know, it can be the masculine, Moon can be the feminine, but it's also ego. Sun is about ego, personality, the Moon is emotion. So just watch for people. I just feel like there's going to be more of this really all over the place energy. So it's up to you, but how you invest and buy into that. But personally, I would be observing. I wouldn't be taking anything gospel, or, you know, placing a solid bet on anything, because it's just like people, I feel like, are not really grounding themselves, because again, it's like this very watery energy here. 24th of March, we've got the Moon conjunct Sun, Chiron, Aries, Jupiter, Pluto, Mars conjunct Capricorn still, and then up until the 25th of March, when the Moon will transit away from Chiron, and then we've got the Sun conjunct Chiron still, and Saturn will be going into Aquarius. There may be some respite, a little bit of energy kind of lift around that date, but personally, from what I'm seeing here, around the 21st to the 25th, I would not be taking any bait or buying into anything. I would just let the dust settle, and if you need to do anything or act on something, wait till after that date, because I feel like people are going to lose their plot a bit. I feel like people are just going to end up sort of because again, you've got Neptune conjunct the Sun, which is really emphasizing this energy more, and it's kind of kick-starting this level of confusion. And then with all these other placements, it's like, especially with that kind of cleansing Chiron energy, when you're cleansing something, sometimes you're triggering it before it comes up to be released. So just pay attention, and like I said, don't, what's that phrase, don't buy the Kool-Aid, don't drink the Kool-Aid. If you're not American, it basically just means calm down and this is just chill out a bit. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's go and use the Wild Unknown Tarot. We'll link with Spirit as well. And then, as I say, at the end of the reading, we'll utilise the Oracle cards for outcomes. But let's see what else is going on for Capricorn here for the month of March 2020. Capricorn for March 2020, please, Spirit. I did pre-shuffle the deck. So let's just have a look. Capricorn. Yeah, guys, just ground yourself. You guys are Earth energy, so you guys, I feel like you're going to have your head screwed on, because if you felt like this energy was kind of heavy around the Christmas time up until now, you're probably used to it. Yeah, there's a lot of changes happening here. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, Twist of Fate. We've got Twist of Fate happening for you guys around the month of March. There's decisions, and it's about a positive change. We've got the Sun, and we've got Judgment. So there's decisions being made based on some changes and an improvement. Now, yes, this could also be to do with a cleanse from Chiron, because we've got the Sun here. But this could also be the masculine. Maybe there's a love interest. Someone may be making a decision that is for the better. We've got the Six of Swords in the reverse position here. They're saying leave it. The Spirit's saying to leave it like that. If you felt like someone was transiting on or moving on from maybe your situation or you, it feels like they're going to have a rethink about this. Someone's going to potentially, there's a reconciliation here. Someone's coming back to reassess what was previously forgotten or left to try again. So you could have someone from the past coming back. Maybe that's already happened. Maybe you felt like there was a lack at some point, or maybe they felt like there was a lack. Five of Pentacles. But this is coming back to be re-examined. Someone wants to see if there's they missed out on an opportunity, or they think they can reconcile something that is of a positive nature. Is this? We've got the Hierophant in the reverse position. Someone could have left a pre-existing relationship to come back around and speak to you, maybe as a third party. Someone could have had a bit of an awakening as well. The tried and tested methods, maybe they've left that behind and they're a bit more on the spiritual wavelength. Maybe you were the more spiritual party, and now this time they're coming back and sort of acknowledging maybe things that were previously said. Mother of Cups, so this could be water signs, so Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've also got Taurus here. We've got Leo, and we've got air, and we've got signs, so Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Someone may have been left, or left someone and or a commitment in order to either go back to another person, or there was a decision to be made between two people, and one person was maybe put on the back burner, and I feel like someone's either coming back or is due to come back, already has done. I'm just hearing the tables have turned. If someone didn't acknowledge your offer, a love offer, and they went off with someone else, maybe it was a mother of the child or father of the child, and it was a pre-existing commitment possibly, it's like they're rethinking it. It's being rethought, and a decision is made about a commitment, that this person is deciding what exactly they want to do. But there's a bit of indecision. There is definitely, or has been, a bit of indecision. Hanged Man. Someone can't quite make their mind up. We've got the Nine of Wands here as well in the reverse position. So the Nine of Wands is usually the wounded healer. It's like someone that's fought their way through things. maybe they're worried that there's going to be another fight here. Maybe there was a big fight, or maybe there was something that was lost in amongst this connection before, and they're worried that if they come back to this, there'll be another loss. Maybe someone's potentially scared or worried about losing their freedom. Someone, it could have been a commitment phobe, or could have put your connection down, or walked away from you, or maybe you walked away from someone because there was a worry about a loss of independence. That's being re-looked at. And we've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Yeah, it's like someone stopped progressing and moving forward to someone else, and there was a loss. There could have been another party came in, and that you know, that person was, they're focusing their attention on that person and sort of moved away from you. Take it as it resonates. It's like they want to come back, and they want to reconcile that loss that was felt. They want to reconcile a loss that was felt. They're saying they are coming back into the picture. This person is coming back into the picture. It's like, it's interesting though, because I don't know, they're a bit wishy-washy. It's like they might have come back, and you might hear them sort of say, oh, you know, I tried it with my ex again, or I tried it with this person, and it wasn't quite what I wanted. 10 of Cups in reverse. It's like they didn't quite get their emotional satisfaction, so they're coming back to you to have a fresh beginning. The Fool. Someone wants to come back with a fresh beginning. Someone wants to come back and have a fresh beginning here. Yeah. There was a waiting period, and someone knew that a previous connection wasn't serving them, and so they've come back to this one. They used their intuition. I feel like someone had a bit of a short, sharp shock, or a sign that was given to them that indicated that to re-establish what this is. Yeah, someone was left out in the cold. Someone stopped pursuing, and there was a very dramatic change in circumstances. And they were drawn to another direction. Could have been a pre-existing commitment, or a brand new commitment. Then they made a decision and realised that that original connection is no longer serving them, and so they're trying to backtrack. And now they're trying to choose who to have the brand new start with. And I feel like in this month, they're realising it's you. I feel like they're realising it's you. And if they haven't already come forward, or aren't coming forward in the month of March, I mean, I'll be honest with you, it looks like they will be. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles reverse. Let's have a look. There's a lot of cards that are the wrong upside down. There's a lot of imbalance of energy. It's like someone is not sure what they're doing here, and it could be, especially if you've got someone who's back forward, back forward, back forward, I wouldn't be placing any bets on anything in this month, because again, this is showing that confused energy where they're all over the place. What else can you tell me please for Capricorn for the month of March 2020? What can you tell me please for Capricorn? Someone has snuck away, or did do. 7 of Swords. This is potentially deceptive behaviour and or lies, sneakiness. This is an end to this. We've got Death card. There's an end to this behaviour. Someone cannot keep this behaviour up. Alright? Or if someone's been avoiding or evasive, then there's an end. There's an end coming to this, because I'm hearing I want you. Yeah, there's a town moment, okay? There's a short, sharp shock that's happening around their life that is going to make them make a decision. Lovers card, so there's a choice of 2 lovers that is going to, I mean, they're going to have to make a decision. This person's going to have to make a decision. And I'm hearing they will make a decision, but there could have been a third party situation here where either they were lying to you or lying to someone else, and the situation is coming to a close, but there's a lot of confused energy before it comes to a close. We've got the 8 of Cups, so someone is no longer satisfied in the connection they're in, Or if this person sort of disappeared, ghosted you, it looks like they could be coming back. All right. If they didn't, then it means that they're literally debating whether to kind of stop putting energy and effort into this other person and coming back towards you. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Wands, which is communication. I feel like there is communication coming. Yeah, we've got 7 of Pentacles in the reverse. So this is about a slow process that's speeding up a little bit. Slow process that is speeding up, okay? Yeah, it's like the sneaking off. Again, 5 of Pentacles again. They did it because they weren't satisfied with something. Again, if they snuck off from you, it could have been that... Let's have a look. What... Yeah, they thought their wish fulfillment. They thought 9 of Cups. They didn't know what... They couldn't understand what it is they wanted. They didn't know what they wanted. But there's a short, sharp shock, and the Tower moment is bringing a potential reconciliation after disappointment, a bringing back together of... It's like a part 2 situation, but there's definitely a choice to be made around 2 or more people. We've got the Hanged Man. So again, lots of indecision here. 6. Someone, if they'd have previously walked away, was not doing an equal effort, give or take. Someone was not giving as what they were gaining or getting. It's like there was an imbalance of energy being given. Yeah, there is a commitment coming. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here. So this is potentially an offering. And we've got the Father of Swords confirming that. So someone is making a decision. Someone is making or has made a decision. And again, if this hasn't already happened, it will be coming. Someone is closing out the cycle of being undecided about what it is they want. We've got the World card. Someone is closing the cycle of that. Again, there could have been a lot of destruction around this. Before the decision was made, there could have been a lot of destruction, rebuilding a connection, and a reconciliation, 6 of Cups. Okay, so there is a reconciliation on the way. An indecision around who to choose and sort of that hangman position. One of the cups, obviously this is the Ace of Cups reversed, an emotional situation has now been spilt out. So it's like there is no longer potentially an emotional connection this person has with someone, so therefore they're acknowledging that, and therefore they're coming back towards you. It's like the cups run dry, the emotions have run dry. It could have been that this has happened continuously, and so now they're acknowledging that this can't go on, and so they had to make their decision. And I feel like they've started to understand that where their wish fulfillment is with you, with the 9 of Cups. Where there was an imbalance before, it was because there was a third party situation with you and this other person, but they're closing that cycle out now. They're not putting things down and going back to the other person, then putting that down and going back to the other person. They're closing that cycle out, and they want to do it. It's not like they're umming and ahhing about it. They want to do it. The 5 of Swords, it's like this has caused arguments. This has caused arguments and upset, and someone's willing to take the responsibility now. I don't know why, but I'm also seeing this person may have children, actually. I'm just seeing kids involved as well. So again, it doesn't have to be your person. If the person doesn't have children, it's not to say it's not them, but I do see children that were involved in this, and that someone may have made the decision to get back with someone because of children. And now they're realising that wasn't the best decision to be made, because that's not where their heart is. This is a heart decision they're making as opposed to a panic decision. This is a heart decision they're making, and it's someone, and I don't know why I'm getting this, but you might be sitting there thinking, yeah, but is it because they want my money? Maybe one of you, someone has got money in this situation, so they're worried that's why they're coming back. I'm not getting that. 7 of Swords in the reverse. I feel like they don't want to sneak off. They don't want to be having a bit of an elephant in the room. They want to make an effort. They want to come forward. There is a... someone previously wasn't telling the truth. Again, I'm picking up another child situation now, where the father of the child, either someone that has children in the situation who was choosing based on what they expected people would expect them to think or do, as opposed to what they really want. And now there's a recalibration. It's like someone's releasing an expectation and they're finally making a judgment call based on their intuition, without the kind of lies, without the sort of without the lies. There's a recalibration of balance here, just with a justice. But that this previously, I feel like the situation may not have been fair for some time for someone. But this is also the Father of Cups, which is, again, could be someone that has children, could be a father, doesn't have to be, doesn't have to be male, it could be female. Water sign again, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. We've also got the High Priestess here, so possibly there could have been, if there was a secret in amongst all this, maybe you were the secret, or someone else in the situation was kept a secret. There's a justice that's being, someone is revealing that energy here because it wasn't fair. All right, and we've got the Nine of Swords on the back of the deck, which is fear. Okay, so I feel like someone's finally come forward and sort of acknowledged that they may not have been dealing with the situation in the kind of best way. Let's have a look. Yeah, the secret has been closed out. Okay, there's no more lies with the Two of Cups here and the Seven of Swords in the reverse. With the Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the Five of Wands. This is about competition being closed out. There's no longer a need to fight and sort of stand ground. Again, arguing over potential sort of paternal rights, or even children in a situation, or even just any arguments. That's been corrected now. There was an imbalance before. Again, this is the Empress card. This could have been a mother figure. Maybe that the mother in the situation, if this is to do with someone that has children, was either not being fair, because this is under the Justice card reversed. Maybe the mother wasn't being fair in the situation and it put strain on you, and therefore, you know, that you had to be kept a secret. It doesn't have to be. It could be that, you know, you are the Empress and you were, you know, you weren't, it wasn't fair on you. Take it as it resonates. Or you could be the Father of Cups in this situation and you had someone that maybe wasn't being fair on you. But there's definitely a secret that's being closed out here. High Priestess and the Ten of Swords. So a secret, something that was being hidden, that was being covered up because someone or a party didn't like it. Maybe that you couldn't have this situation, so it had to be covered up for a certain reason. Maybe someone was threatening not to, you know, allow someone to see children, or maybe the timing wasn't right. But someone has finally found or discovered and chosen their wish fulfillment, and they're taking the steps here. We've got the Ten of Pentacles as well. So this is a long-term prospect. This is not someone that's just sort of, you know, tossed a coin and decided, you know, I might as well just go with it. This is someone who's taken the time. This feels like a long-term situation that is starting to be resolved. What else can you tell me, please, for Capricorn for March? Yeah. So the Three of Pentacles, it's about building, you know, a stepping stone, a foundation here, and starting afresh, starting new, having a brand new start with something after making that decision. After making that decision between potentially two or more lovers, and there was a bit of a waiting period. You could also be seeing a potential for a change or an offering in the work scenario that is going to bring more options and choices. Maybe you've got an upgrade in money. Maybe you're being offered a new contract and you're not sure whether to take it, but it's an upgrade. We've got the Knight of Cups in the reverse here. Someone offered something. It was a bit of a hollow sort of, I don't know how legit that is, that Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah, we've got the Knight of Wands as well. Someone could have previously come forward in a bit of a player energy that wasn't, a bit of a kind of sneaky energy here that wasn't legit, that wasn't, doesn't quite feel, and again, doesn't have to be from the previous situation. This could be a brand new scenario, but someone was, it feels like someone was just trying to get in someone's good books for something. And again, there's now the Mother of Cups. So either the Father of Cups we saw earlier had to get into this mother's good books, who maybe he's got children with, in order to recuperate maybe the fact that he wasn't able to see his kids. And so he had to kind of offer something shallow in order to, you know, re-establish a connection with the children. If it's not that, then this could be a brand new scenario, or it could be still connected to the previous one. But it's like someone had to offer something that wasn't heartfelt, and it was based on a, again, there was no truth. It was like someone wasn't deliberately telling the truth, because they could have been affected by it in certain ways. Yeah, it's like they weren't looking at the future. They weren't looking at their long-term prospects. They weren't looking at the long-term prospects. They were looking at the in the immediate. But someone definitely wasn't honest. I'm trying to get a read on this here, but this is about 5 million different energies I'm trying to read for. Let's have a look. Right. Clarify the Three of Pentacles with the Ace of Swords reversed, please, Spirit. Wow. Someone may have cut off communication, or may have deliberately lied about the reason why they cut off communication. And again, if this or any of these scenarios haven't happened, pay attention for them to be happening around the month. There was also indecision around a choice in love, which we know. Someone was waiting for some time to make a long... I mean, look, to be honest with you, I feel like this was like someone that was abundant, because we've got the Nine of Pentacles here with the Emperor and the Hangman, but they didn't want to just rush into any old thing. They were trying to take their time, because they didn't want to just sort of... picky. This is someone who's picky. Someone who's very much... wants to take their time, but they don't want to be rushed. This is someone who a bit of a bachelor. This is like someone who's a bit of a kind of I'm hearing a wealthy bachelor, but someone who, yeah, it's like they don't want to just sort of give their energy and time away. There's someone who would be very picky about, if they're single, that you'd have to be like the queen to make them rethink being single. This is someone of that energy. Someone was being stubborn here and was holding back. Someone was being really stubborn and holding back. Let me just get a read on all this, because this is like Knight of Wands. Yeah, there's a lot of confusion. Hang on. Right. Okay. There was previously a third-party situation where the communication may have been cut off and people either weren't telling the truth, or if this is not previously, then it's going to be moving into this month, right? So people were not communicating effectively. People were kind of closing off communication. They weren't telling their truth. And there was a choice of people in a love situation where someone couldn't decide, all right? And again, there was an eligible bachelor or someone who was very picky, and I feel like the man was at the center of this, where there was probably more than one female involved, and this person didn't want to commit or didn't want to sort of promise something because they didn't make their mind up. So there may have been false promises involved, loose words, you know, like, yeah, you know, I'll phone you then, and that never happened. And it's like they didn't really, they were trying to hold themselves back. Possibly they might have even held themselves back, not because maybe they're in a relationship, but because they're stubborn, or it was an ego thing, or they didn't want to commit to something, or maybe there was a relationship involved, but they hadn't told you that. Maybe they could have come forward and made an offering that was a bit flaky, that wasn't particularly solid, but they wanted to start afresh. Okay, and again, if this hasn't happened, this is possibly going to sort of happen around this month. But there's illusionary energy around this where things aren't exactly as they seem, all right? And the female in this that I feel is getting the offer is probably someone who has been let down by this person before, is going to have to make a decision. Because it's not... We've got Judgment. The last card was Judgment. So someone is firmly in control here, that may not have felt like they were before, right? But we've got the Four of Swords here, so this is about taking time out. Don't be making a decision, don't make a rush job, like take some time to decide what it is you want. But let me just clarify who this Emperor is here. What is the Emperor's intentions, please? We've got the High Priestess, so this is a secret, very secretive. Let's have a look. There could be other women involved, but let's just have a look. What is the Emperor's intention, please? Yeah, so Two of Swords in the reverse. So they may have not been looking at something before, but now finally they've acknowledged something. Maybe there was a secret that they were hiding, that they're, I don't know, maybe there's something around them that they weren't acknowledging that now they're acknowledging. What can you tell me about the Emperor? What can you tell me about the Emperor? Or they did have a third party around them, but it wasn't anything that serious. It certainly wasn't something of a commitment level, and this person is making a decision based on a long term, not just a relationship status. This is someone who's ready to make a decision, like commitment, marriage commitment, as opposed to just a dating commitment, you know. And so there could have been you and so maybe one other person around where maybe they weren't being honest. They were really being a bit kind of hesitant around the communication. Maybe they ghosted you about coming to visit you or something. But yeah, the real reason was they were trying to decide between two people. And so they couldn't ever do anything solid because of this reason. But now they're coming back and you're having to make a decision what you want, whether or not you want to take this person. But whoever this is, there's still a secret that I mean, I feel like they've acknowledged something secretive, or maybe they've acknowledged the fact that they were secretive. We'll have a look at that in a minute. But there was definitely something hidden before around this person that I feel. Let's have a look. What can you tell me about the situation, please, Spirit? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, this person I feel is legit. Okay, we've got the Ace of Cups with the Sun. So this is, I mean, look, that's a very positive group of cards. Like, that's not someone who's, and I was going to say a swear word, but YouTube's going to tell me off. This is someone who kind of feels legit. I feel like they may have felt a bit out of control last time. I feel like they may have felt a little bit out of control. Yeah, we've got the Emperor in reverse, all right? And then we've got the Five of Swords. There could have been arguments about this. We've got the Knight of Swords, so there could have been very harsh words used before. And then we've got the Hermit. So this person could have maybe sort of said something very nasty and then left. Maybe you said your piece and then that was it. There was a big gap. But I feel like they may have realised what they lost. Let's see. What's happened to the other third party, please? What else can you tell me? What else can you tell me? There's yeah, they're not working at the third party. The Death and the Eight of Pentacles. It's like it looks like there's a transitional closure of that. Now we've got the High Priestess in the reverse. So a secret looks like it was revealed. So there could have been a sexual connection. This is the Ace of Wands. There could have been a sexual interest or a connection that was previously hidden that is being revealed. I feel like they may be honest. Okay. What else can you tell me for Capricorn for the month of March? And again, the Moon. So very illusionary energy. You can't quite, something unfathomable. So it's like very subconscious fear, like energy. It's like very deep emotional energy here. So just pay attention for that. And don't, again, because we've got, it's just the placements we've got around this month. It just feels very murky and, again, very Neptunian, very kind of illusionary, very sort of smoke and mirrors. So just, again, I know you're probably going to need to make a decision, especially with the last scenario in this month, but I would be not making a decision yet. I would be keeping my options open personally, and Spirit is saying that's sensible option. So 7 of Wands here. So someone could have been very defensive, maybe very defensive about being secretive. Maybe because we've got the Hierophant in reverse, maybe someone was very defensive and secretive over a commitment that they wanted to hold on to, because we've got the 4 of Pentacles. Maybe you will be seeing that this month, okay? So maybe if there is a third party, someone is not being... There is a long-term emotional investment here. We've got the 10 of Pentacles with the 8 of Cups, but then we've also got the 9 of Pentacles. So I would personally, because look, we've got the Hierophant keeps coming up in reverse. Is this someone who is a commitment phobe? It's like you can still be a commitment phobe and invest emotionally. It just means that they're going to take years to come forward and actually finally commit. There's a transition to a brand new start. Hang on, let me clarify this. What is the Fool with Death? Yeah, it's like, I kind of got to laugh. It's like someone will offer a brand new start and go, yeah, I'll do that, but we can't live together. We can be, I mean, it's not funny, but I'm laughing because I just feel like that's the energy they'd use. And it's like, who are you trying to kid? It's like, yeah, no, we could be together, but we wouldn't be able to live with each other. And you just be like, why? Well, let's just take it as it comes. And it's like, no, that you need to tell me a little bit more than that, you know? It's someone is, just dig. Make sure that if this is being offered to you, you dig for the details. Dig for the details. Don't go, yeah, let's get back together. And then when you start digging a little bit, they come out with these kind of insights that are like, well, you know, my 10 to 15 year plan is maybe we can move in together. And you're like, well, I'm 40, you know, like what on earth? That's like, mate, that I'll be 55 by the time that happens. So just pay attention, because I feel like someone's going to try that. And it doesn't mean to say that they're disregard them totally. I mean, personally, if someone did that to me, I'd be like, "Are you actually joking me?" Yeah. Or again, because we've got the 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, so it's like we've got the 4 of Wands reversed with the 10 of Pentacles here. It's like, you know, you get the energy of like someone's like been together 25 years but they're not married. That's the energy. And then especially with the 9 of Pentacles, someone, again, Emperor, someone is, and I don't know why, they could be a Libra or a Leo or an Aries. Yeah. See, look, now I'm getting curveball because now I've got the Ace of Pentacles. Can you clarify this energy, please? What is this energy? What does this all mean? Because it's like this person may be very inconsistent with what they're saying. Gonna just FYI you there. Yeah, look. I'm so confused. Put it this way, if you come across this person, I wouldn't be involved, really getting too much into this until after the end of the month. Because it's like they're saying and doing, they're saying one thing and doing another. Because look, we've got the Father of Pentacles here, which is the Knight of Pentacles with the Chariot. So this is the commitment. This is like the committed person. This is someone who's in it for the long haul. Again, it could be an earth sign as well. So, you know, Virgo, Capricorn or Taurus. But then we've got the Devil card. So maybe they are susceptible to addictions, which is why they can't fully commit. Maybe they've got sex addiction, and that's why it's like, yeah, I can commit, but this is why the Four of Wands is in the reverse. It's like, you can't live with me because you're going to figure that out, you know. But something's a bit like, something's off here. Like, I'm Scorpio moon, and my spidey senses are kind of, I'd be like, are you having a laugh? It's like, oh, you know, we can meet up, but only Tuesdays, Wednesdays and Fridays, and only after the 8 p.m. And you'd be like, are you actually joking? Right, let's do, I'm going to do the Lenormand. I want to see what's going on with this person, because I don't know if I feel this. Capricorn, please. Capricorn for the month of March 2020. Capricorn for the month of March 2020, please, Spirit. What is going on? Capricorn. Something's closing out. Something is already closed out or will be. Oh, here we go. Moving mouse time, which is going to probably close the video. Please don't. Yeah, there's children involved here, which is another reason why this is very up in the air. And I'm going to be really honest with you. The confusion will go, but it's like you're going to get communication. There could be an age difference as well here. Maybe there's going to be a closure of communication, but this is, again, it's a parenting issue. There's going to be a closure of an issue around a child connection here that may be involved or stuck in the middle of all the situation here. An ending of confusion and a kind of a gap around the parenting of a child. So there's going to be, you know, a stopping of the kind of arguing around that. Something is being brought into the open here, and it involves a domestic situation. There is definitely a renewal of a domestic situation, or sort of someone's coming out publicly. Maybe they're publicly you know, saying, I would like to have a relationship or a commitment with you. There's a female here that there's a bit of a two-faced energy here around someone that previously put their loyalty into something that I don't know if it's actually what it's like someone's saying they're putting their loyalty into something, but they're not. The words are empty here. And I'll be really honest with you. I'm just hearing the words don't mean anything. So I would be using, like, taking anything that happens with a pinch of salt. Especially this month. Especially around this energy. It could be that someone is about to leave a situation and the communication is via letter or text as opposed to face to face. And it's like they're closing out something and they're walking. Someone's walking. It's like they're taking a journey and they're ending something. Yeah, I'm going to be really honest with you. It's like, this is like smoke and mirror central. I wish you guys the best of luck, because even I'm sat here like, what on earth is this? I wouldn't be agreeing to anything, and I certainly wouldn't be placing any of my security or solid decisions on any of this energy, because it's like there's like it just doesn't feel real. It feels like someone's offering commitment, but there's a freaking but, you know. It's like, I'd really like to commit to you, but they don't tell you the but. It's like, I'd really like to be with you, but I'm in a relationship with someone else. I would really like to settle down with you, but there's no way I'm going to be able to get married because it's just not in my nature. I'd really like to have children with you, but not until I'm at least 75. It's like that. It's just, there's something a bit kind of like, wow. I thought you said this. So just pay attention for that. It's the best way I can explain it, but even I'm sat here going, what on earth is this energy? Right, let's go to the enchanted map. Let's get some oracle cards for outcomes here, because this is... Okay, so Capricorn for March. Capricorn outcomes for Capricorn, please. Outcomes, Capricorn. outcomes, outcomes, outcomes. Yeah. Wow. Guys, we've got magic prayer. And we've got rescue. Alright. I'm going to be really honest with you. If this is legit, and because I feel like this is a bit of a cry for help. If this is you, first of all, I'm running a support group. I'm going to put a link in the video. All right, it's a spiritual support group. Please, if you feel like you need to join that because you need some support, or I don't know, to connect with people for whatever reason, join up. Obviously, if you feel this, because I feel like this energy, it feels like someone wants help. It's like someone wants help. So please don't suffer alone. If you feel like you don't have anyone to talk to, then voice your concerns in the group and someone will help you. It is a peer-led group. So it means when you're feeling up to it, to sort of support and post things in the group. And then if you're not feeling up to it, someone else will take over. But then, as I say, it's give and take. Everyone will ideally muck in, all right? What else can you tell me, please, for Capricorn? Capricorn, please. Yeah, there's something positive here that's coming. Field of Dreams. And obviously this is a very spring-like energy because we've got eggs that are hatching here. This is very spring-like kind of energy here. 21, which again is the first day of spring. So maybe the 21st is going to be lucky for you guys. What else is going to outcome, please, for Capricorn? Unexpected visitors, definitely some kind of people coming back from the past here, or people turning up out the blue, change of kind of scenery, change of people, so just pay attention for that. Capricorn, please. Capricorn. Outcome for Capricorn for March. And again, just pay attention for the moves. Again, if you need to join the group, I'll put the link in the description, but it says rock bottom. Don't, whatever you do, sacrifice. I'll be really honest with you. It is not worth sacrificing yourself. If you're in a position where you're kind of putting yourself last and everyone, there's a lot going on, then do what you can to look after yourself. If this is more than that and it's like you're in a dark night of the soul or something, my recommendation would be don't do anything in the middle of the night. Like if you're feeling like this and it gets to the middle of the night and you're like freaking out because you don't have anyone to talk to or you're just not in a good space, whatever you do, don't make any swift decisions in the dead of the night, because usually when you wake up the next day you're just like, the heck was that about, and I feel better now. So just whatever you do, do not react. All right, even if you sit and think, right, I'm going to wait until the next day, then I'm going to decide what to do. This is the other thing. I would personally, having now seen this, I'd be making plans and backup options around me, so that if I know I feel that bad, that I know I've got instinctively I've got a backup plan where I can be like, right, well, I told my friend that this was potentially going to happen and she said to call me at this time or this day or wherever, so I think I'll call her. Or I feel really terrible usually, but I'm going to put a plan in place that I'm going to paint, or I'm going to sketch, or I'm going to run, or I'm going to work on my passions, so that I know that it distracts me, or I know that I can channel that. But whatever you do, don't just kind of forget about this and then get to the point where you're really in a low point and then you're like, what do I do? And then you're kind of like, I've got no one to reach out to, I don't know what to do. Like, try and put some plans in place that if you are feeling like this, that you can go somewhere, or there's options that you've got at the time. Don't sort of wait till then to then figure out the options. Figure it out now. Because there's obviously some tricky energy coming up, so just navigate through it best you can. If you don't want to join the group, that's fine. Just try and put some things in place to help, ready just in case you need them. Bottom of the deck, Moonlight. Again, clarifying this, so just again pay attention for that kind of night energy. I mean, to be really honest with you, I find meditation helps me. I find music really helps. Painting, drawing, anything really that I can channel. Sometimes even if I sing, like that just releases something. So just again, maybe sort of brainstorm what you can do, just ready for any kind of weird emotional kind of bumps. Right, last card, outcomes for Capricorn. for March 2020. Outcomes. Yeah. Ride the wave. This won't last. It's, again, very Piscean energy, Neptunian energy here. If you can kind of try and get through this month, if you can get through this month, it will ease. So just give yourself a break. We're only human, and sometimes these things can really affect us, the energies, all right? Just give yourself a break. The thing here is the energy at the moment is, I'll be honest with you, it's really intense, and it's affecting a lot of people. So you are definitely not the only person out there this is affecting, all right? So ride the wave, just keep going, you've got this. Okay guys, so hopefully that's been of some help. Thank you for listening, thank you for watching. All the likes, shares and subscriptions, it means a lot, thank you. Tomorrow's video is going to be Aquarius for March 2020. Again, if you want to join the group, links in the description. If you need to contact me for personal services, readings, by all means, information in the description box. Now I'm going to try and fish my mouse out and figure out how to turn off the video. So yeah guys, take good care of yourselves. Don't forget full moon on the 9th, all right? Just give yourself a break, all right? Just give yourself a break, and I wish you guys the best of luck. Take care. Bye.